Hey guys, so as I said in the video that I made a few days ago, I was going to do Ask Mel, also adding last week's questions in with this week's, but I didn't have any more questions um, to add from last week's, so I'm just gonna do last week's questions, so here we go. My friend Maximum Mindfuck from YouTube asks, what is your favorite band if you choose one? If I had to choose a favorite band, it would have to be Skillet. I've always said that Skillet is my all-time favorite band, even though I do have quite a few favorite bands. But to choose one in particular, it has to be Skillet. So next question. My friend Martin Buddha from Facebook, and also I crewed his hot air balloon a couple of months ago. He has two questions. The first one is, what is the strangest thing you've ever done involving an animal? I think the strangest thing I've ever done involving an animal would have to be when I had braces, I accidentally let my grandparents' chihuahua lick my teeth, and it was disgusting. It felt weird, and it was yuck. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that was the most strangest thing I've ever done with an animal. The second question is, have you ever used an entire roll of toilet paper at once? If so, what for? I think if I ever used an entire roll of toilet paper at once, it had to have been either if I was cleaning up a mess that I made or cleaning up a mess that an animal made. But I think that's it. I don't remember any specific time when I've ever actually used an entire roll of toilet paper, but if I did, it had to have been involving an animal. So, on to the next question. The next question comes from my friend CJar344 on DeviantArt, and he says, what instruments do you play besides the flute? I play, these are all they're all somewhat self-taught, and I don't really know how to play them all that well, but I can kind of sort of play the guitar. I can kind of sort of play piano slash keyboard, and I can really tiny bit play drums. I want to have drum lessons sometime in the future to learn how to actually play the drums. Right now, all I know is what I've heard by ear. But other than that, the only things that I really kind of sort of know how to play besides the flute are guitar and keyboard slash piano. So on to the next questions. I have three questions from my friend Katie Strange on Facebook. The first one is, what are your views on abortion? If I offend anybody here, I'm sorry, but I don't like abortion. I don't approve of it. There's no reason for any woman to ever get an abortion. Women, if you get pregnant before you're ready, have the baby and put it up for adoption. There is no reason for any woman to ever have to get an abortion. You're killing an innocent unborn child, and it's just not right. If you're not ready to have that baby, have it and put it up for adoption. Enough said. The second question is, would you ever travel to another country? If so, which one? I have two countries that I really want to travel to. I want to go to Australia, and I would really like to go to Great Britain slash England, that whole Great Britain, England area. Those two countries have always kind of just fascinated me, so that's where I would really like to go. And the third question is, if you could spend one day with somebody famous, who would it be? I don't really have one. I have quite a few. I would either spend the day with Jeff Hardy, Jim Carrey, Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson. That's four celebrities that I would really like to hang out with, because every single one of those are my idols. If I had to choose one or two, it would either be Jeff Hardy or, it's a tie between Jim Carrey and Owen Wilson. So that is all I have for Katie, so on to the very last questions. Okay, my last questions come from my friend David, who is Zane V on Facebook, and there's two of them. The first one is, what way do you face in the shower, toward or away? For the most part, I usually face away. The only time I face toward the shower is if I'm washing the shampoo out of my hair, or if I'm washing the soap off the front of my body. But for the most part, I usually face away. And number two is, you have 200 plus friends on Facebook. How often do you chat with them all? I'm gonna have to say never, because most of the friends on my friends list, they don't talk to me, so then when I go to clean out my Facebook, I delete the ones that don't talk to me, and then they message me out of the blue saying, hey, why did you delete me off Facebook? And I said, because you don't talk to me. And they say, well, why don't you message me first? And I'm just like, sorry, but I don't speak unless spoken to. I wait for somebody to message me. If you want to stay my friend on Facebook, message me first. I'm sorry, but I don't speak unless spoken to, so that's that. If you're not gonna talk to me first, then just delete me off of Facebook, because I'm not gonna worry about you. So that is all the questions I have for today. Don't forget to leave questions in the comment section for next week's vlog, guys. And don't forget to like, rate, comment, subscribe to my channel and videos. And I will see you guys next week.